first I just do ps-a. I just remove these containers for now. So how you can do it, docker rm, and you have to just provide this. Okay, done. Again, let me just copy this one. Okay, okay, let's check again. Okay, we don't have any container right now. So now we will just create a container and it will run in the background. How we can do it? So you have to use docker run, and the flag which we'll use for now is it, that is interactive terminal, and the name we will use. So I will give the name to the docker is ps. You can pc, you can give it like that as well or like this as well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm using this simple method, that is ps without quotes, and we will use the -d flag, the detach, and here you will need to provide the image. Okay, the name of the image which you have pulled. So image name is this python. Okay, so here you will see some kind of long string. It may be docker id, it sorry, container id, it can be. Let's again search for docker ps-a. So here you will see the details about the container ID, the image, the command which is basically used when we do IT interactive cell, when we do it. 28 10 seconds ago, status up 9 seconds. Here you can see up, it means it's running, and the name you can say is PC, which you had provided right now here. Okay. If you do now docker ps, it will show you the running container. So currently the running container is this one, which is that. Okay, that is 5D something is the ID, which we have got already here. Okay, so now moving forward, if you want to execute that container, how you can do it? For that also we have the command that is exec means execute. You can pronounce it like that. Like we have exec, and here you will need to provide the IT cell, that is interactive terminal flag, not shell, and then you will provide the name, and after that you have to just give the which command you want to execute. So currently we want to execute this python 3. Okay, so if you do python 3, so here you got it. You got the terminal that you can do print anything. Okay, so in this way you can use the containers, and you can run the containers in the background. Okay, so now what we will need to do later, right now we will see how you can stop the container as well. For now I just exit from this interactive shell, and I'll just clear the screen and check for PS running, and now I will do this stop. So how you can stop? Docker stop. Here you can provide the name of the container or just a container ID. It takes some approx 30 seconds of time for stopping the container. Okay, just wait for it. Okay, so now container has been stopped. If you again go for ps something, so here you will see there is no running containers for now. If you do ps-a, so the container will be there. Again, if you want to what we can say, start the container, how you can do it? It's simple. Just instead of stop, you can use this start. Okay, so now if you go for ps, that is running container, so we have that this one up 9, up 4 seconds. Again, if you do 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds. Okay, so our container is running. So I hope you got it, how you can execute the command, or how you can start the container, stop the container, run the container in the background. So these were some important concepts of the docker, okay, which we had by mistake left. Currently now it is covered. So in our next video we will surely do that one, creating docker file and creating image and then all those things particular. Okay, so if you have any query, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that's it for today's video, and I will meet you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, and now in this video we will talk about how we can create the docker file for the python image. Okay, so here you can see the different keywords I have written for you all. Okay, so these are the some keywords which we use for creating the docker file actually. So in this particular video basically we'll be creating the python image. Okay, So here you can see actually the description is also written for these keywords. You can see the from keyword is used to use the base image. Okay, what are the base image which we are going to use here? So mostly in the from keyword we specify the base image. For Python we will be use Java. For Python we will be use Python base image. For Java we will be use OpenJDK. For the Ubuntu we will be use Ubuntu image. Okay, so these are the base images which we get from the Docker. We will be using those kind of images. Okay, and run command is also used to run some kind of commands which you want to run while creating the container and all. And copy used to copy the files from the local file system to the Docker image. Work dir used to set the working directory for the container actually. Okay, and cmd is basically used to specify the what are the commands you want to run when that particular container runs or something like that happens. Okay, so these are the some of the I think 3 to 5 commands or keywords which we'll be using in our Docker file. Okay, so before starting the video you should have VS Code installed, or you can use any ID, not ID, it's just what do we say, notepad or something like that. Okay, or editor you can say. So here I have this docker tutorial folder, and I'll be creating one Python image folder. Okay, so let me just cancel all those things. And now what we will be doing, we will just create one Docker file. Okay, you can do like this Docker file, and keep in mind, like you should use only one capital D here, not the name should be like this only. Okay, so here is the Docker file has been created, and let me create some app.py as well. Okay, so this is the Python file, and suppose you want to just print like this. This is my first image. Okay, cool. So this is done. Suppose till now we just want to print this in our container, like when our container will run. Okay, now what we'll be doing, we'll be creating the Docker file. How we can do it? You have to just use from, and from which base image you want to use. I want to use simple Python. Okay, you can use from Python. After that you can specify the working directory for that particular container. So I just want working directory to be app. Okay, and also you want to copy all the files, okay, to the app here. Okay, and next we'll be using the cmd. Okay, now currently we don't want to run any kind of command. Okay, that's why we are not using run here. So in cmd what we want to use this line python 3, and you can specify in comma you want to run which file. I want to run app.py file. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, that much is fine to create the Python image. Okay, so now the further step is just to use to build build the image. Okay, actually from the Docker file. So you have to just open up the terminal here. You can click on this and click on this here, Docker terminal, and you have to go in that particular directory. So we are currently in Python image, so we are here in that directory. And for building the image, the command which we use is docker build, and one hyphen t flag is used to define this some kind of tag. Like the default tag which you get is the letter. So here you can define any tag. Suppose like my first Python app, and in that also it should be only in lowercase. You cannot give the combination of uppercase and lowercase in the tag name. Okay, and then we'll be using dot will be used to just get the docker file and then creating that image from that. Okay, just hit enter, and here you can see our image has been created actually. And this one you can see exporting layer, writing image, this one. Okay, naming my first Python app. This is done. Okay, now I will just clear this screen, and I will just run that particular image. So image name was I think my first Python app. So it's running. So here you can see it is printing. This is my first image. Okay, and if you go on the Docker desktop, so here also you will see the name is this one. It is just specifying that random name it specifies, and the image name is my first Python app, and image also here you can see the my first Python app. Okay, so in this way you can create the Python image. Now let's do some, what we can say, some kind of experiment, not experiment, just I write some commands actually here. Import OS. Okay, and I want to just show you the actual directory, inverse directory that Docker is running. Okay, so here we can write current dir is, and here comma separator os dot get cwd, and here we will be using this one. And again I want to just run the build image, and I will build it. Okay, and the container name I want to provide, name of container is hyphen hyphen name, and it should be like uh, what should be the name? Uh, first py first py means first Python container. Just hit enter, and here you will see this is my first image printing, and current dir is slash app. Okay, and here if you will see here also like okay, none is showing. We will see why. Okay, tag is none. Okay, okay, no problem. In containers, if you see, yeah, in container her name is first pyc. Okay, the container name actually. Okay, so now what we will do, again if you want, so I just want to create one file here. Suppose I create one file hello.txt here, and I just print a hi here, and I want to print the list of directories or files which are present in that Docker image, because we are using that copy here. Okay, so it will copy all those things in the Docker image. So for this we can use os.get not get, I think it's list dir. Yeah, again we will just here I use some different tag, uh, list I just do list image. Okay, okay, and now I run this using list image and the second py container, enter, and here you can see it is listing the all the what you can say, all the files and the current directory, and the print statement is printing. Okay, so in this way you can create the any Python image which you want, and suppose you want to send this file or something like that. Suppose here is some kind of project which you have created in that file, and you want to send to the other person, so you can just create the image of that file and you can send it. Okay, so in this way it works. So I hope you liked this video, and that's all for today's videos guys, and if you have any queries you can ask us in the comment section. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, and now in this particular video we will see how we can create the Docker file for the Ubuntu image. Okay, so basically we will be using all this command which you are able to see on my screen, like from, run, copy, workdir, cmd. Okay, so basically we will be using some of the commands from that, and we will create one Ubuntu image, okay, from the Docker file. As we have already saw in previous video, in the Python we have done it, so same thing which we have to do in this as well. So what we will do, we will be just creating one directory with the name Ubuntu image, and inside that let's create the file, Docker file. The name should be only like this, and then what you have to do, you will just use this one from Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to just write the image name as the Ubuntu, and then what you have to do, we will use run command in this actually, and we will update the image. Okay, whenever the image will be created, it will update it. Okay, our Ubuntu will be updated, and then we will be using cmd, and then we will write some command, like we can write who am I. It will tell us the who is the current user, the name of the user. Okay, so now what we will be doing, I'm already in this directory, and we can do like this, like docker build hyphen t. You can provide any tag name, it's all depend upon you, ubuntu app, and then we will use dot, and it will start. Okay, so now it's done, I think. Oh, apt update also didn't take much time. Okay, it takes usually. Okay, fine. Let me just clear the screen, open up the cmd. Okay, you can do anywhere, you can do on this terminal as well, but I prefer doing on this. So if you'll do docker images, and here you will see ubuntu app. So this image has been created, I guess. Let me just check what was the image name. Yeah, ubuntu app is the image name actually. Okay, so now what we'll be doing, we will just run this image docker run, and we'll provide some name as the my first ubuntu. Okay, and we will give it the image name, that is ubuntu app. Yeah, so here you can see the root, so it is giving us the result root. Okay, so like the command has been executed. So which command has been executed? This who am I. If you will check in the containers, so here you will see the command who am I, and the image is ubuntu app, and the name is my first ubuntu. Okay, so now let's just change the command. You can do any command, like suppose if I do some comma and write some another command, what will happen? Let's check. It will just give us error because it will execute in a single command line, I guess. So it will give us error. So instead of that, we can try like this, pwd only. Okay, and we will create with the name ubuntu app 2. Okay, so it's done. Again, open up the terminal, and if we'll clear the screen, and let's check for docker images. Okay, ubuntu app 2 is there. If you will do a docker run hyphen name, same name, let's give same name ubuntu 2, and the okay, so now let's hit enter. So here you will see the present working directory is the root directory. The forward slash means it's in root directory actually. Okay, so that's it for today's videos, guys. I hope you liked it and you got it how you can create the docker file for the ubuntu image. Okay, it's simple. Okay, so that's it for today, and we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, and now in this video we will see how we can create the Java image, okay, using the Docker file. Okay, so here are some of the commands which you can see on this screen. We have from, run, copy, workdir, and cmd. Okay, so basically we'll be using these commands. Okay, and we will create one Docker file, we will create one Python, one Java project as well, and we will run that project. Okay, and we will check the output in the Docker, like how we are getting. So it's a very simple step to do. For that, again, you will need to create one directory. Let me just create outside this. Yeah, here we can create. It's fine. Java image is there. Okay, so you have to just create one Docker file. Fine. And then we will be using next command we have is the workdir. So basically we will define the directory. Okay, fine. Then we have copies there, so it will basically copy the all the contents of the file or the current directory, and then we will see we basically run one command. I will explain it to you. Let me just write sample dot java, and then we will use cmd. Okay, and we will use Java, comma, sample. Okay, so we are done. Okay, Docker file is done. So now let me explain you why I have written this sample.java. So now I will just create one file with the name sample.java. Okay, and I will just create the class with the name sample, and then we will be using public static void main. Java syntax is very lengthy, but it's fine. We can do it just system.out.println, and then we will just print hello world. It's working fine. Okay, cool. So now what we will do, we will go into this directory in the Java image and we'll clear the screen, and the simple thing which we have to do is to just compile this Java file. So if you are a Java programmer, you might be aware of that. Before actual running that like Java program, we need to compile first, because it's I think compile based programming language. Okay, and then we get one file, then we run that file, then it is executed. Okay, so we will just compile this one. So we'll compile using Java C program, sorry, Java C command and the sample.java, and we forgot the semicolon. It happens here. Okay, so here you can see the file has been created, and we have to just give the name sample, and here you can see the result is hello world. It's working. Okay, it's fine. So because it's working, so now what we will do, I will just explain it to you. So basically the run command is basically the command which is run when you create the when you run the image actually. Okay, so it will just first compile, and then what we are doing, we are just running the executing that compiled code. Okay, using this command Java, and we are providing the file name as the sample. Okay, that's it. This is the only concept behind this. Okay, fine. What we will do, we will first build the file, build the image using this Docker file. How we can do it? Docker build, and we'll provide the tag name using -t flag, and we will write the name as my Java app. Okay, just dot at the end. Okay, it's working. It will take some time, and something happened. What we are getting, sample.java command not found. Okay, fine, because we have not written Java C here. Okay, that's why it was just a basic one. Let me again run. Okay, now it's done finally, and we will just clear the screen. We will open up the CMD. We will search for the Docker images. Okay, so here you will see my Java app has been created. Now what we will do, we will basically run this image. We will provide the name of the container as the what we can provide. Uh, Java Java 1. Okay, fine, it's fine. My Java app is also, we can give the image name. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here you can see we are getting the output as the hello world. It's working fine. It means like it's working perfectly. If you want to check the container list, so here you can see the using ps-a, and here you can see it's created just 11 seconds ago. Okay, exited this one 10 seconds ago, and the name is Java 1. Okay, fine. Again, if you want to let's we can do something else as well. We can try to create calculator. I will just copy the code of calculator. Why to write the whole code if you have code? Don't take it seriously. Okay, so here what we can do, I have just copied it, and we will just paste it here. Control V, and they change the name as sample. Again, I will just first run this app. Let's see how it's working. Java C sample dot Java. Let me again delete this one. Okay, and let's run Java sample. Okay, I will choose plus. I will 12 11. Okay, it's perfectly, it's working fine. Okay, so now what we will do, we will be just again creating image, docker build hyphen t calc dot. Okay, fine. Now what we'll do, we'll be on terminal. Let me just clear the screen. We will check for docker images, and its calc is there. It's created, you can see, 12 seconds ago. We will just run this application. We will do docker build. Sorry. We will do docker run. We will provide the name, one name like calc app in Java. Okay. We will provide the name of the application as my Java. Sorry, what was the name? Calc is the name. Fine. Okay, let's see. So here you can see choose an operator because we are getting something else. We will need to run this application in the background, guys. Okay. Mm. Okay, we can try with detach mode. Okay, let me just clear this screen. We can do docker run hyphen it hyphen name. Let me first check the name whether any, yeah, container is created. Okay, we will delete this one. Docker rm, you can delete the container using the container id and the rm command. Okay, let's do. Now it is deleted. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's deleted now. So now what we will do, we will run the image, that calc image. So we will do docker run hyphen it hyphen name. We can give it as the calc app. Again, we will do hyphen d for in detach mode. It means it will run in the background. Again, calc is there. Let's hit enter. Let's do docker ps to check. Yeah, so here you can see it's running in the background. Okay, fine. Let's try to execute docker execute hyphen it, and the container name is, we have container name as a calc app. Okay, okay, but here we need to provide the command name actually. So we can provide a Java sample. Let's see what happens just. Okay, so choose an operator. So we will choose operator s plus. Enter the first number 12, 13, and it's working perfectly fine. So in this way you can just execute these type of programs in the background. Okay, so that was a very simple actually. So now if you will check again, if I'll clear this screen and again run this one, and I choose suppose into first number 12, 12, 144. Yeah, cool. Clear the screen. It means it's working fine. And to stop the container, you can use here the container is running. So to stop the container, you just have to provide the command docker stop, and you can provide the container name, and the, or you can provide the what you can say, this one, the name as well. Then it will stop it. And if you'll check, so here no container is running. Okay, it's perfectly fine. So in this way we can do all these things. So it was a very good video, I guess, but you guys will tell how it was. Okay, so if you have any query, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, and that's it for today, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, and now in this video we will see how we can push the image to the Docker Hub. Okay, so these are some of the steps which we have to follow to push the whatever we create the image for the Docker Hub. Okay, as it will be very beneficial. Suppose if you want to send some code or some part of like some of your project to someone else which works on a particular environment. Suppose that project works on Python 2.6 only. Okay, so then you can create the image of that, and then you can send it to your friend, or like you can post it on the Docker Hub, and from there your friend can access it. Okay, so this is the very simple process. So for that, first of all, you will need to go on this particular website, that is Docker Hub. It like hub.docker.com. Okay, And here if you don't have any account, then for that you will need to register first. It's very easy process to register. Actually I have already an account on it. So what we can do, I will just sign in here. So this is the username which is required to push the image to the Docker Hub. Okay, so currently we are here on the dashboard. Okay, so now what we will be doing, like we had created the image, that is Calci. Okay, and now we can do, we will create one more image for this project. Okay, that's sample.java. Okay, we have already the Docker file here. We had done it in our last video. Okay, so this is the Docker file. So what we will do, we will basically create one image. Okay, so how we can do it, it's very simple. Docker build -t. Okay, and the name which you want to provide, suppose I want to provide its name to calculator java. Okay, this name I want to provide, and you have to just use dot. Okay, so here you can see image is being created. Now if you'll search for Docker images, so here you will see calculator java has been created, and the tag is latest because we had not provided any kind of tag to it. That's why it's showing latest. Okay, so just clear the screen, and again let me just search. Okay, so this is the image has been created. Okay, so now here if you will check, here you will see, like the whatever the image we create, we don't provide the actual the format of that. So we need to change the format using this command, like docker tag and the whatever the image name, if version name is present, then we write the version name, and then the name in the format in which through which we can post that image to the Docker Hub. Okay, so that how we can do, let's see. So it's just you have to provide docker, and then you have to provide the tag and the name of the image which you have created. So here the name is calculator java. Okay, so calculator java. Okay, and the name will be followed by your username. So my username is 987456 slash, and whatever the name which you want to give. Suppose I want to give it as the calculator app, and I will provide the version. So I will provide the version name as version 1.0. Okay, let's hit enter. And now if you will again search for docker images, you will see one image has been created with the name, and the tag is version 1.0. Okay, so now what you will need to do, you will need to just do docker login. Okay, to push that image to the docker hub. So docker login is required. Okay, so here it is showing me like I'm already authenticated here. Okay, so if I will open up some new terminal, and if I will search here docker login. Okay, it's already my account is already authenticated, that's why it's not asking me for the username and password. But when you will do it, you will need to enter your username and the password. Okay, so it's fine. Now what I will do, the last command which we will use is docker push, and whatever the image name which we have. So we have this image name, we will need to copy this whole. Okay, so okay, push, and the version name which you will need to provide is, and the version name is version 1.0. Okay, so here we're done. So the push refers to repository this, so it will now push our project to on the docker hub. Okay, let's wait, it will take some time. So it's of 323.6 MB. Okay, so here you can see it is showing me mounted from Ayush this Calci app. Okay, so is there also any, no, Actually, I had already pushed one image with the same name for the testing. That's why it's showing that. Just wait till the completion. I just pause the video, okay? I will come back when this will complete. Here you will see now it is pushed, okay? So if you will check here, if we reload this, okay, so here you will see one image is pushed here, okay, and this is the same name which we had given, like calculator app, okay. And if you will click on the public view, you will get to know how you can pull this image, okay. So this is the command which we use to pull the image actually, okay. So that is the simple one, okay. So you might get confused why mounted and all. So to clear all this, if you want to go, you can give it like this colon and then version 1.0, but now I don't want it. Just hit dot, okay. So let's just clear the screen. If you'll check for Docker images, so here you will see this one, Ayush 987 from this, okay. Oh, sorry, not this one. Yeah, here we have hello Python, okay. So this is created. Now we can just push it using docker push, and the name which we have is ayush 987456 slash hello python, okay. So here you can see it is preparing and waiting. It will take some time, okay. Okay, it is now taking all the from library python, fine, okay. I just pause, okay, and we'll wait. I just pause. Okay, so here you can see it is just pushed all those things. If you will check again on the repositories here in this section, and here you will see hello python is there. And if you click on public view, so this one is the command which we'll be using, okay. So now what we will do, I just go into the docker images, and I just remove this one, docker rmi remove image, and the name of the image should be, okay, okay, now removed. If I can check, okay, fine, there is no images. So now what we can do, where is the, yeah, instead of rmi we can do now pull, okay. So now it's pulling the resource from the docker hub, okay. Status downloaded. If you will again check for docker images, so here you will see we have this one. And now if you want to run, you can run it using docker run and the control v. If you'll do this one, and the here you can see the content, whatever the content we had written, it's showing us here. If you'll check app.py, so this is first image, current directory is printing, and the all the files which are present there, okay. So in this way you can push the image to the docker hub, you can pull the image from the docker hub, okay. And also this will help you to what we say, you can easily share your project to other person as well, okay. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it, okay. If you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section. That's all for today's video, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, and now in this video we'll be talking about the docker compose, okay. So this is the very interesting topic, and till now we have actually covered the very all the basic concepts of the docker, like from creating from pulling image from the docker hub to pushing image to creating your own custom image. Everything has been clear till now, and now we will be moving towards some advanced topic. That is now the current we have is the docker compose, okay. So let's see what are the information about the docker compose on the documentation, okay. So here you will see So here you will see the overview of the Docker Compose, what Docker Compose is, how you can install, try compose, everything, all the information is here. Okay, so let me tell you first about the what exactly the Docker Compose and why it came in the role. Okay, just think about the web application. Okay, suppose if we have a one web application, if we come here and if I create some, just suppose this is one of the website. Okay, this is one website. Okay, and it's suppose e-commerce website or any dynamic website, you can say. It will be the front end and the back end as well. Okay, so what will happen if you want to just run this application in the containers with the through with containers and in Docker. So in that case, you will need to create two different images, one for the front end and one for the back end. So in this way, like, it will be very difficult to manage both the containers at a time. Okay. So that's why that Docker Compose came in a role. So with the help of that, we can run these two containers at once and we can manage it easily. So this is the very basic and fundamental concept of the Docker Compose. If you'll come on the documentation part, and here if you'll run, sorry, if you'll read, so here you can see the Compose is a tool for defining and running multiple container Docker applications. Okay, with Compose you use YML file. So we basically use one YML file, that is docker compose.yml. It is the one file in which we define all these things like images, what images you have to use, and all the like connecting parts, all those kind of things. It is managed by the docker compose file, that is .yml file. Okay, so with this file we manage the containers. And here also you can see here it is written like with a single command we can create and start all the services from your configuration. Okay, so this is also one of the parts. So if you will come upon here, you will see how you can install compose, try compose, all those things. So we will cover all these things in our next video. So that was the basic overview of the Docker Compose, and what we got to know is the .yml file is first important file, and it is basically used to run the multiple containers at a time. If you need like if you need some more information, you can just search for Docker Compose and any medium you can search. Okay, so here you will see many people post about the Docker Compose, what is this, or you can read this blogs by he is someone Farim. Okay, so here you can see all those things. Okay, so that is the basic overview of the Docker Compose. I hope you liked it, and we'll be surely updating in our next video the further part of the Docker Compose. So if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Hello guys, and now in this video we will see about the Docker Compose installation. Okay, so before starting the video, there is a good news for you. Like, if you are using Windows and the Mac OS, then it comes already pre-installed when you install the Docker in your system. Okay, so currently in this video we will be seeing how you can install in the Linux system. If you are using the Docker in the Linux system, then you will need to install that. Okay, so for that you will need to just search Docker Compose. If you search your installation, and here you will come upon on the official documentation of the Docker, and here you will need to open up here, and here you can see the overview of the page of this one, Docker Compose, and here you can read the documentation about all those things. Like for Linux Mac they are saying to install the Docker desktop, and for Linux as well, like it is required, I guess. Yeah, here you can see if you have already installed Docker Desktop, you can check which version of Compose you have by selecting about Docker Desktop from the Docker menu. Okay, no need to do all those things. Let's just quickly check the Docker version in our PC. So here if you'll do Docker Compose -v, so here you will see we are using the version 2.15.1 Docker Compose. Okay, so in your PC as well, it might be same or it might be different. Okay, So let's see how we can install in Linux. So for that you will need to come up on here and you will need to just click on this. You can install the Compose standalone, and here you will see the some of the commands which will be used to install the Docker Compose in the system. So here you can see the curl command is there, and here they have provided the some links and also the steps, what are the steps you will need to take to install the Docker Compose, and also this sudo command is there for, I think, creating symbolic links is there. This is for the Linux, and if you will go to scroll down, and here you will see for the Windows Server as well they have given the documentation, so you can read it and you can install the Docker Compose easily in your system. So if you are using Windows and Mac, then it's fine. Otherwise you can install in both of these, Linux and Windows Server. Okay, so that's it for today's, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, and now in this video we'll be talking about how we can create the docker compose.yml file for this docker file. Okay, so basically we will be creating that file. That will be the simple one for this video for now. Okay, in the next video we'll be look for some complex, okay, where we can manage the ports and all everything. So docker compose.yml you have to write like this, and it has also some kind of syntax and semantics to write this file, just like the docker file which we were running from first, from then run cmd copy, all those things. So similarly in docker compose also we have some syntaxes. So what is the syntax? Let's see. We will just write okay, so the very first is we need to provide the version. Okay, version is basically which version of docker compose you want to use. So currently we had checked, so it's our 2.5, so we will write it 2.5. And then later on you have to provide the services. So here you will provide the services, and next you will provide with the service name. So service name we can provide anything like let's provide ubu. Okay, it's ubuntu or ubuntu image, like this we can provide. Okay, and next you will need to provide some container name. Okay, so basically we'll be creating file for building the image and then running that container, do those things. Okay, so how you can do it now, you have to just provide container underscore name colon space, and let's write something my container. Okay, and next you will need to provide for build. Look for the building of with the docker file we use build hyphen t, then the tag which we want to provide, and the context, that is the directory in which directory we have. So for that here also you will need to provide the context actually. So context will be the dot, and the next docker file. So docker file will be the docker file which we have, that is this one, and that's it, and now we are good to go. So you will need to just enter the docker compose up, and here you will see it is building. So here you can see, and now container, my container created, attaching to my container is printing high. Why? Because, so if you will check here, so we have printed echo high, that's why it's showing high. Okay, if you just clear the screen and you check for the images, so here you will see image might be created with, yeah, here you can see ubuntu image with the name it is created. Okay, and if you will check for the container as well, let me open up the cmd in the full screen mode. If you will check for docker ps-a, so here also you will see the one container just 35 seconds ago had created. Okay, so in this way you can write the YML file of docker compose. So this is the basic syntax for the version, and this is the service, this is the service name, and these are the some key value pair which we need. Okay, for building the image we need this one. For ports, to defining ports and all, we write for ports these things. Okay, so in the next video we will see some more complex. So that's it for today's videos guys, and I hope you liked it, and if you have any queries you can ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, and now in this particular video we will see how we can create the Python server using the Docker Compose. Okay, so for that you will need to first create one directory. Let's create a Python server, and inside that we will need to create first one Docker file. So it's very simple. You can just write like this Docker file, and in that we'll be using Python as a base image. Okay, and also I will create some file here, like I will create one hello.txt, and here I will just write hi, this file is inside the Python server directory. Okay, fine, cool. So now what we will need to do, we will need to first copy all these files. I want this to copy all this in slash app, and work dir should be as well slash app. Okay, so let me just check it is correct. Okay, okay, fine. We will write like this, work dir first and then correct. Cool. So now our Docker file is ready. Now we will need to create one Docker compose file. Okay, so how you can create Docker compose dot yml. Okay, so inside there you will need to write the version. You will need to specify the version. So version will be 2.4. Okay, then services you will need to provide services. So inside services you will need to write the service name. You can write service name as my first server. Okay, and inside that again you will need to write the container name. So you can write like this, container underscore name colon server. Nice. And then command which we'll be using to run the server. So the command which we have is python 3 hyphen m http dot server, and the port I will give it as 1234. Okay, and here you will need to allow the ports from your system as well. So for this you will need to write minus dash 1234 colon 1234. Okay, now you will be writing the code for the build which we use to build the image. So build will be as simple as it is. So we will need to provide the context. So context will be the current directory, and then the Docker file. You will need to provide the Docker file as well. So which we have Docker file as this one, Docker file. Okay, you have to just save, and now we will run the Docker compose up. So for that you will need to go into that directory. Sorry, no, Python image cd Python server, clear the screen, Docker compose up. Okay, so here you will see we are getting some like non-string key in services dot my first dot port 01234. Okay, for this we will need to just remove this space, I guess. Now it will work. Yeah, cool. So here you can see Python server is default, containing server, container server created, attaching to server. All those things are working. Just check. Okay, now let me just open up the Chrome, and if I go on localhost 1234, and here you can see directory listing for this docker compose.yml file is there, docker file is there, hello.txt is there. If you click on hello.txt, here you will see this file inside the Python server directory. Okay, so in this way you can create the Python server using the docker compose. So here you can see the everything you can see here. Okay, so that's all guys for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you have any query you can ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next video.
Hello guys, and now in this particular video you will see how we can install the Docker in our this Ubuntu machine. Okay, so it's very simple. You just have to go on the official documentation of Docker, and we will search for the install Docker on Ubuntu. Okay, and then we will go on this particular website, and we will open up one terminal here. just go. Yeah, now it's fine. Let me increase the size. Yeah, now if you will see here installation methods, so like prerequisite is what you should have this Ubuntu, like we have already that one, and you will need to uninstall the previous version if you have. So using this command you can just uninstall the previous version. So here you will need to enter your password, and no package is there, so no install on installation. Okay, later if you will go below, you will see installation method. You can install Docker engine in different ways depending on your needs. So it is Docker desktop or apt repository or manually. Okay, so we'll be using this apt repository. So first we will be going to run this command. So how you can do it, just paste that command here. Okay, it will update. Okay, next we have to run this command. Okay, let me just clear the screen. Okay, run this command. Cool. So just do yes. Okay, next you will need to do this one. So you do first, we'll run this command. Let it be complete. Clear the screen. Again, paste that one. Hit enter. Okay. Again, copy this command. Paste it. Hit enter. Okay. Again, this command. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Okay, cool. uh, okay, next what we have to do, you have to just do the echo, control C and control V. Okay, and then again you have to update. Then we'll be using this copy, we'll paste it. It will take 414 MB of space. It will take some time. Then we will finally run the hello world container. Okay, let's see how much time it takes. So it will take approx 1 minute of time again. So here you will see, you after running this command, this command downloads a test and runs it in a container. When the container runs, it prints a confirmation message and exit. Okay, so we will do that as well. So 1 minute of approx time. You can just fast forward the video at this point. So if you want to install from the package, you can do that as well. So many methods are there actually. Then if you want to uninstall, you can uninstall like this as well. Okay, it's unpacking everything. Let's wait. Okay, now it's finally done. Now I just clear this screen and run this command. Now it will fetch. Okay, so here you can see hello from Docker, this message, so your installation appears to be working correctly. So we have successfully installed Docker in our Ubuntu machine. If you want to check the version, you can use like this. So current version we have 23.0.3. Okay, so this is the very like basic thing, like you can do this from the official documentation. Later on we will see how we can install the Docker desktop in Ubuntu machine. So that's it for today guys. I hope you liked this video. If you have any query, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, and now in this particular video we will see how we can install the Docker desktop on our this Ubuntu machine. So it's also very simple step. We will basically follow the official documentation which we have from the Docker. So you have to just search install Docker desktop on Ubuntu. Here we have, and then you have to click on this first link, and then you will come upon on this page, and here you will see the information like install Docker desktop on Ubuntu, and you will need to download this db package deb package. Okay, and the prerequisite as this you can see like 64-bit version should have, like you should have this one, and also terminal you should have genome terminal and everything you should have. Okay, so let's do how we can do it. And if you have already installed the Docker desktop in our PC or in our this Ubuntu machine, then you will need to first remove that one and then you can go forward. So let's I will open up one terminal here. Why not? It's, yeah, okay. So first thing which we have to do is the install this deb package. I mean download. So it's a 463 MB. It will take 2 minutes of time. Till then, I just pause the video. Oh guys, so here you can see we have downloaded this .deb package. So now what we have to do, you will need to first update. So sudo apt get update. Okay, you will need to enter your password. That's it, and it will also take some time, but now it's done. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to change your directory to the downloads. How you can do it? Just cd and the name of the directory, that is downloads. Okay, I have already done it. So now what we will be doing, you will use this command sudo apt get install install dots, and then we will use the name. What is the name? Docker desktop. So do, just hit tab. Okay, why it's not showing? Let me just check ls. Okay, so here we have to write AMD64, and then here the version name we have 4.18.0. 4.18.0. Hit enter and it's working. So here you will see at the end of the installation apt displays and to installing or download a package. You can ignore the error message. Okay, just hit enter. Why? And to run the Docker desktop, you can use this command systemctl. Okay, I just wait for the installation. Till then I just pause the video. Okay, so we have installed the Docker desktop successfully. To run the Docker desktop, what is the command? So we have this one, where it is, this one, not this one, yeah, this command we have, just paste it and hit enter. It will start the Docker desktop, and here you can see all those things you have to accept. Okay, and it will start, and here you can see quick weekly tips. It will give you some weekly tips, and this is the setup which you want to do. You can do it as a student and local development, and that's it. Or you can just skip this part, and it's showing now Docker engine stopped. Okay, let me now close it, and let's again, here you can see, to stop the Docker you can use this command, hyphen you just stop. Okay, and also you can run it from here, from all the applications. You have just search for Docker desktop and hit on this, and then it will start. Okay, it's stopping again and again. Let me check. Okay guys, so here is a solution for why Docker is being stopped. So here you can see, for using in Ubuntu we need to actually enable these things. You can read this one, KVM support and all. So actually I'm also running on the VM, that's why it's happening. And then you can just check the another solution. Let's check if any other solution we have. Okay, okay, this one. I had the same problem with this with Windows 11 as main host and Docker desktop. Okay, you need to enable nested virtualization support, which is available on Windows on version greater than 6.0. Also, it's important to mention you need to have disabled the Hyper-V virtual machine and the Windows Hyper-V. Okay. Okay, so in order to enable nested VT this in Windows, you need to step-by-step guide. So you can follow these steps, okay, from the this Stack Overflow guide, and then you are good to go. So that's all for today's guys, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching.